Hi YouTube, Mr. Livery here. We've got a Diamond DA62 sitting over at the fueling browser, which we're going to go over and walk to, and then make our way out. This is the Vertx simulations aircraft. Nice little aeroplane to fly, and still getting used to the G1000, which I've never used in the real world before. We don't have a real livery for it yet, but I'm sure that'll come eventually. Currently we'll be flying Victor Tango X-Ray, which I'll just go ahead and log in as in a second. Also going to have to make sure that I have ActiveSky running. There we go. Yes, it is a nice VT Commodore. Let's go over and have a look. I like the Coke machine over there. It's not too bad. This is Moruya. Let's grab some stuff out of the boot here. Here's a tail of our aircraft over there. Cool. Let's head out to the grab a can. Rex Airlines uses this airport quite a bit. I've gotten trapped in a scenery trap. There we go. I'll walk about. Said no one ever. Hey, I own a Commodore. It's not a VT, but you know, it's an Omega 2007 model. Getting on. Still a nice car though. I do enjoy driving it. Ah, he can't walk around the fence, but he can walk through it. That's great. Some random looking dumped barrels there. There's our aeroplane in the distance. Just gonna go ahead and close some of the doors there. So you're doing there, well, it's barbs, is it? Cool. Let's once over, shall we? Let's put that onto the side. Drop it open, pin it to the top, so the pre-flight exterior. Check the plane documents. Yes, it is a Diamond DA62. Pilot cover. Unfortunately, this doesn't come with a full walk-around simulation like air-to-air simulations do. But we'll assume that we've done the refueling. Pilot cover should be free. Prop Damage thinks that the Diamond 62 is too slow for him. Yeah, it's a bit slow, but we'll be doing about 155 knots. It's not that slow. It's certainly faster than the Cessna 172. Cool. Pilot probe's good. Foreign objects are clear. Random dude sitting in the pilot seat, present. Start key is in the bucket. There we go. Gear selector is down. We need to jump in for this sit. Let's do it. Cool. So, master on. It is on. We have 3 green. Check fill quantity. Still coming up. It'll be there in a bit. It wants us to check on the external lights. Most of which are on apart from landing light. Pilot heat. Does it want the flaps down? I'll assume yes. Let's drop with the flaps. Hi there, flights from Australia. How you doing? Cool, the flaps are down. I'm just going to drop the main battery. Love the stick here. Center stick. I'm sure it'll get annoying in the real world. Alright, so we have the flaps down. Let's have a look around. There's a rudder trim there. Avatar's trying to walk through the wing. Give him a touch. There we go. One lap of the aeroplane. As I said, it's not a real flying Cathay 3128 for flights from Australia. Cool. You coming into Australia or what? Or just hanging around Hong Kong? Anyhow, this isn't a full walk around like the S-Way experience. We're just doing the avatar mode just to make fun of it. And now we'll start the airplane. Well, close everything up. Close that hatch. And we'll leave this open while we do the rest of the pre-flight. Okay, check before engine start. Pre-flight check is completed. Baggage and tow bar is secure. Might zoom out a touch on this document. Auxiliary pumps, both off. Power levers are idle. That's them there. Parking brake is set. Gear is down. Alternate air is closed. Gear selector is down. Avionic master is off. Seated in Melbourne in Cathay. Is that Cathay Cargo or Cathay Normal? Pitot heat is off. Alternate static is closed. Alternators are on. Still find this aeroplane a little confusing. I've been flying a little bit, but not particularly in detail. So you will have to alternators, what are they? Two on. Yes, that's done. There's off, there's on. ECU swap. All light switches can go off now. I'll leave the strobe on, I always do. It's not the strobe that stays on, it's the other thing in the position. There we go. Emergency switch is off. ELT. Armed not on. Circuit breakers are checked in. Flap selection is going to go up once we do it. We'll leave it down for the moment. We don't have external power. So, electrics, rudder pedals. Don't know why they put the electrics on before the rudder pedals, but I'm just going to check my rudder pedals. There we go. Controls, trims, and gear warning, fire, and all that kind of stuff. So we'll do the electric master now. Okay, fire controls check. That looks happy. Trims. Cool, gear warning and fire has been tested. Let's test as well. Good. We will need to use oxygen today. There we go. Flaps set and landing. 3 variable elevator backstop checked. Control stick aft and hold. Power levels max. That way. Oops. And I think it's time to turn on an engine. I'll acknowledge the G1000 first. Let's close this. So I'm going to be sitting here on the battery power the whole time. Fuel control is on. Fuel pump is in for the right side. Yeah, I'm thinking we'll do the left side actually. Leave that free so people will walk up to the fuel bowser until we move. Now we'll take up these flaps. Okay, seatbelts fastened, rear door closed and hatched, front canopy G1000 powered. Fuel quantity. There we are, plenty. 21 gallons. ACL strobe is on. And fuel selectors are cross feed because I'm only running one engine for the moment. So we pump on the left. Should be the other side. So we pump on the right. Am I flying on Vatsim? I should be. VTX at DA62. There we go. Double check the flight plans come through, fetching from the server, all good. skill. Alright, let's chuck in our flight plan. Flight plan today is as shown from Urabob up to Bankstown. FMS, there we go. Flight plan. Yeah. One of these days I'll learn how to use that. There we go. Moruya. Going out to Nerig, N-E-R-I-G. No, not the Russian one, the Australian one. And to Akamir. Done. And then to Wattle, W-A-T-L-E. After Wattle we have a whole bunch of waypoints. Actually it's a procedure, isn't it? Alright. Why? Why can't I get the other one? Got Acme. Okay. W-A-T-L-E. Done. And pen. Go mob. Nolim. And then Bankstown. That's done. Rightio. Let's put the other engine on. And I believe it's the center. Yes, it is. Cool. That'll be Wollongong Centre. 125.0. Go from here as it is. Got a takeoff flap there.
Evening Melbourne, Center Cross 479 with you climbing through flight level 150.
Make sure you guys can hear
Cross
us.
479, Center G'day, identified, track direct to Wollongong, climb flight level 400.
I'll turn it up so I can hear it.
Tracking direct to Wollongong and climbing to flight level 400, Cross 479. Just 504, cancel the start, turn right heading 090, you can expect tracking for a left base runway 34 left, you have about 40 track miles to run.
Cool. Alrighty. Let's run the rest of that check.
090, it's 504.
All part test complete. That's working fine. To an altitude of, I think we're filed, what was it? 16, 15. Alright. Altimeter. It's HPA. There we are.
Correction system is visual, but runway not yet in sight.
We can turn these back to normal.
X-ray 77, thanks.
Close this.
Maintain 6,000 for now, give you further short. Yeah, 30% short. Maintain 6,000, correction system.
Melbourne Center, good day, Cafe 2022, airborne to the deep passing 2,400, 5,000 feet on the Wollongong to departure.
FSOBs knows you're wearing a blue shirt today. FSOBs would like to know your location.
Cafe 2022, standing today identified. Climb via FID to flight level 280, and you can cancel the sit and track direct to Wollongong, flight plan route.
Cancel sit track direct Wollongong and flight plan level 280, Cafe 2022.
Just 504 descend via, descend to 4,000, then
Like
report
alerts
runway 3
are
for left
removed.
and side. Descend to 4,000, we'll report runway 3 for left and side. Just 504.
Lights are on, position lights are
Correction,
set.
377 has 34 right and side.
Taxi's on, altimeter set
Correction, 377,
1022.
thanks. Break, Tigo 269, contact center 12480, g'day.
Transponder is not yet set.
240, g'day, Tigo 269.
It's on ground mode.
Just about 504, turn right heading 120. Right heading 120, just 504.
Cool.
And we have a runway 34 left. Right. Just 504, thanks.
Melbourne Centre at all stations, Moruya, Diamond Star Victor Tango X-Ray is taxiing at Moruya for Bankstown.
Victor Tango X-Ray, Melbourne Centre, good evening. Code is 3265, there's no report of R5 traffic.
Go with the traffic, score code 3265, Victor Tango X-Ray.
Just 504, turn left heading 070 and descend to 3000.
3265.
Left heading
Set.
070, descend to 3000, just 504.
I'm checking it out now.
Cafe 2022, climb flight level 360.
Flight level 360, Cafe 2022.
Careful, take off
Just
checks.
504, continue left turn heading 350.
Door warning light is
sorry,
on.
360. And John final runway 34 left. Clear the independent visual approach, not below 2,200 until established on the path.
Is neutral. Flaps are set. Flight controls checked. Power levers are idle. And to the ECU test. So head over to the
Rex 377 instead of 4,000. You got about 20 track miles.
Moruya.
4,000 Rex 377.
And a 126.7. When we get our new voice codec, that'll actually connect to something. Can't wait. Instead of just being burp, 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 burp. Traffic Moruya, Victor Tango X-ray, taxis runway 18 for IFR flights to Bankstown. Victor Tango X-ray. Not 18, 16. 36. There we are. We'll get it eventually. Just grab the meta actually. Yeah, it's 30, it's 36. Traffic Moruya, Victor Tango X-ray Diamond Star is taxiing runway 36. Moruya, IFR to Bankstown. Let's move out. Brandon Smith, we are flying from Moruya to Bankstown. Two small, well, one small town and basically Sydney's general aviation airport. Both in New South Wales. This is the south coast of New South Wales, quite far south. And east coast of Australia. Traffic Moruya, Victor Tango X-ray is doing run-ups in the run-up bay on the 2 minutes. Here's the fun thing about this aeroplane is you don't do the run-ups by pushing the throttle up, you leave the throttle idle and then you press the ECU test. We're going to do the right hand side, the left hand side first. And I'm just going to grab the engine instruments, there we go. ECU test on the left, you just press it down, hold it, we'll push the engine up to about 1700 RPM, 1800 RPM, then it'll leave the load up while it runs the RPM up and down. And that's done. And we'll do the same with the right. I'm not even touching the throttle. And with that, the automated run-up test has been completed. Okay, ECU's been done, highest protection is set, transponder is on mode alt, code has been set, parking brake, and the rest of that is a lineup. Light procedure, landing lights are on once we enter the runway. Approach sector clear, runway identified, that's runway 36, and we go ahead and take off. And we we don't need the brakes on for the departure since we've got plenty long runway. Traffic in Moruya, Victor Tango X-Ray Diamond Star is taxiing runway 36. Does require a little bit more power than you'd expect for an aeroplane this size. I suspect that there's some kind of ground friction coefficient that I haven't quite perfected. But, hey, once it gets rolling, it'll be fine. Traffic Moruya, Victor Tango X-Ray Diamond Star entering runway 36 for departure. Landing lights are on. Alrighty, everybody, we have a Diamond Star. We're going to be flying it to Bankstown today. Just make sure that your seatbelt is fastened. If you do have any reason to evacuate the aircraft, I'd ask you to open the door nearest you and get out of it. For those of you over the wing, I ask you to walk backwards towards the tail of the aeroplane. We'll meet at the tail of the aeroplane if we need to get out. Otherwise, we're flying up to Sydney. We don't have any life jackets or anything. We're not flying over water. Anyone have any questions? So, Flight Sim Australia, yes, with the new voice thing coming out, we will be able to tune to a voice CTAF, and it will effectively attach yourself to any aircraft within, say, 15 miles. They're going to tweak that depending, and it does change depending on how high you are. So if you're at 35,000 feet, you'll probably be able to talk to someone 50 miles away, but if you're on the ground, you're probably going to be able to talk to someone 10 to 15 miles away. Anyway, that's how that is intended to go, and I hope to be in the beta program sometime, hopefully next week, probably not. I haven't received an email about it, so I probably haven't been accepted into the beta program, because I'm just a low lunatic player. There are no aircraft on the approach, all the lights are on. Time is 7:20. Runway 36, let's confirm. And let's go. V1, rotate, there's a V2. Left end runway, landing is coming up. We'll start the turn. Flaps coming up. Flaps are up. Chucking the nav. GPS nav set. Time is 20, I'll write it down. Going to take on autopilot. That's it. Tracking Nerig in the RNG.
683.
Cathay 128D, stand by the star 9000, QNH Melbourne 1019.
1019 at descent by star 97, Cathay 3128.
Number 10, Diamond Star Victor Tango X-ray departed Moruya at time 20 on climb through 3,000 feet for flight level 150, cross Alpha to Bankstown.
And Melbourne to velocity 1670, spec review, looks like service locked off.
Velocity 1670, stand by, break Victor Tango X-ray, Melbourne Center, g'day, score. Sorry, you already received information from the last controller?
Yeah, we had one from Moore.
Victor Tango X-ray, Roger, cleared to Bankstown via above flight plan route, climb flight level 150, not yet identified.
Flight level 150 and we estimate there again time 40.
Velocity 1670, star clearance, stand by.
Yeah, we cleared to 15,000. Hello to Warhawk CM. Thanks for the amazing donations.
Melbourne Center, good evening, Singapore 248 Delta flight level 3900.
Singapore 248
Let's punch in the
Delta,
beautiful
Melbourne
looking
Center,
Diamond
3135.
62 out of Moruya.
3135 Singapore 248 Delta.
Climbing at 100 knots.
Velocity 16, star clearance, river 3, arrival runway 34 left, when ready, descend flight level 250.
And she's happily making a 1,000
River
feet.
334 left, for 250.
In fact,
22.
go a bit quicker than this.
Intermin descend by the star 6000.
Okay, engine load 94%. Now these aeroplanes are amazing.
Yes, sir.
You literally have just two controls on this thing.
There is a
Left and right engine.
inlet will be handed off to approach 132.
It's a piston engine, but it uses computerized systems to
Intermin
handle all
5,
your,
just descend to 6,000, contact approach
mixture and
132.0.
so it'll just fly
Approach
itself.
132.0 and Intermin 5 here.
Storm is correct.
Yes, 530, turn right hand
There is a
270.
Australia version 2 coming out. There's also the CTAFs coming out with the new voice codec from Vatsim. So when you have both of those, a tour of Australia and VFR is going to
Seagulls
be top
263, descend
notch.
by the star 2500, contact Melbourne
wait.
approach 132.0.
Welcome to Litres of Milk. We're flying the Diamond DA62. I haven't flown this one before on a video. First time out. We're going to be flying above the level that we start to the oxygen. This does have a simulation of the oxygen there. We have a full tank, and that's the oxygen button right there.
Center, this is Singapore 2480, level 400.
In fact, it's time to get our pretend cannula out.
2480.
Our cannula just
Melbourne
fits
Center
across your nose.
3173.
I'm of course going to make a pretend fake one.
2317,
headset.
Singapore 2.0.
The idea is that the cannula fits across the nose and
level
just
350.
essentially produces oxygen. So I'll get this up as if I was doing that. I don't have my oxygen mask. I've lost that
On a
somewhere.
463, start clearance,
another one
rivet,
for
wait, and Lizzie 7 Alpha,
$3.
arrival runway 34, when ready, descend flight level 250.
There we go. Pretend
Lizzie
cannula.
7 Alpha, arrival runway 34, when ready, descent flight level 250.
Something like that.
Singapore 248 Delta identified, cleared to Melbourne, below maintain flight level 390.
Melbourne, maintain flight level 390, 248 Delta.
Singapore 2480 identified, cleared to Melbourne, via Miller, maintain flight level 400.
Of course, not a pressurized airplane. So we need some kind of mask. This will actually happily fly all the way to 20,000 feet. So of course you can't breathe at 20,000 feet. Well, you can try to breathe, but you won't get enough oxygen.
Cathay 2022, Melbourne Centre Quebec, break, Victor Tango X-ray, verify level passing.
Victor Tango X-ray passing 8,200.
Victor Tango X-ray, thanks, you're identified.
Victor Tango X-ray. And I don't have an ECR on the new Vatsim voice edition, although they're doing the second of the betas next Friday. So Friday just coming up.
Just 988.
I think luck will be
Melbourne Centre Quebec, class file level 340. That's 340, just 988.
Good evening, Melbourne Centre, course 479, cruising at 400.
On a 479, Melbourne Centre, good evening.
Spectacular scenery out here. There's 9,000 feet.
Cathay, say again, Singapore 248 Delta, report current Mach speed.
And just coming up on 10,000 feet, we'll turn on the cannulas and start breathing a little bit of oxygen.
Singapore 248 Delta, just for sequencing, reduce Mach speed decimal 77, please.
Dig in for
Go now.
248 Delta.
Oxygen is on.
Singapore 248 Delta,
If this is
reduce
real, you'd
Mach
probably start to
decimal
see some
77.
mist start to float out of my cannula here. I pretend cannula.
Reduce to Mach 0.77, Singapore 248 Delta.
Singapore 48 Sierra, for sequencing, reduce Mach speed decimal 78.
For sequencing Mach 0.78, 240.
Seagulls 229, star clearance for Melbourne, Lizzie 7 Alpha, rifle runway 34, maintain flight level 380.
Cleared to Lizzie 7 Alpha, arrival for
Red
runway
flashing light
34,
means the
maintaining flight level
oxygen
380, Seagulls 269.
coming through. When that light goes solid red, it means that we're running out of oxygen. And when it's just off, it means the system's off. Quite simple. Everything about this aeroplane is quite simple. Apart from all the buttons. But eventually, once you learn your way around, I'm sure it'll be easy enough. Probably don't want to pull a circuit breaker. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're up to flight levels now. Barrier setting 1013.
Velocity 1670, Crystal.
1670 December, the star 10,000, a City Q&A 1024.
10,000 City QNH 1024, 1670.
One thing I do find odd about this aeroplane is just how small that front window is. It's actually quite low. This feels a little bit claustrophobic compared to airliners and stuff. I mean, it's adequate. It's, you know, just adequate. Get the turbulence as we pass through this cloud. No adjustments needed. We're just sitting here at 93% power. That's all it's going to give us. Effectively, the engine computer itself is just taking care of any mixture settings and RPM settings. So it's just sitting here. All you do is set your levers and then off it goes. need to occasionally adjust your rudder trim. Everything else seems to work fine. Thousand feet to go. We go higher if we had a full oxygen mask, but with the cannulas we're kind of limited to how high you can go. And you have to keep on breathing through your nose, not through your mouth, because you don't have a cannula under your mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. That's the advantage of having the full oxygen mask over your face, is then you can just breathe through your mouth. And the thing is, that you're used to breathing through your mouth, or at least I am. I normally breathe through my mouth when I'm talking. So I actually kind of have to think about breathing through the nose instead of the mouth. It's one of those odd sensations. You probably start to slowly pass out, feel a bit drunk, feel a bit tired, and go, yeah, that's what that's all about. Okay, all the pilots acquired the altitude.
Tango Delta Sierra Air QNH
Start to accelerate now.
1025, thank you. Tango Delta Sierra.
Airplane will tend to float a little bit as it accelerates, so it'll get the nose down.
Melbourne Centre, Compass 123. Sir, can you just verify that you do have me on your radar?
Compass 123, AFM.
Roger, thank you, Compass 123.
Fun to watch this speed
Call
climb up.
again, New Zealand 361, December star 9000, QNH 102, Facecam 1019. Seen by the star 9000, QNH 1019, New Zealand 361. Cafe 3128, contact Melbourne approach 132, decimal.
We have 154 nautical miles.
Is say again, Qantas 463, descend by the star 9000, QNH 1019. By the star 9000, QNH 1019, Qantas 463. Takeoff 269, when ready, descend, flight level 250.
When ready, descend flight level 250, and we'll leave 380 now, Takeoff 269.
Singapore 204, star clearance for Melbourne, Warren 6 Alpha, arrival runway 34. When ready, descend flight level 250.
Warren 6 Alpha, 34, ready, 250, 4204.
Singapore 248 Sierra, reduce Mach speed, decimal 76. Star clearance, Warren 6 Alpha, arrival runway 34.
Say again, the speed for Singapore 240.
248 Mach decimal 76.
Okay, reducing now to Mach 0.76, clear to Melbourne, expect on runway 34 via the Warren 6 Alpha arrival, when ready will descend to flight level 250, Singapore 2460.
Singapore 248 Delta, star clearance, Warren 6 Alpha, arrival runway 34. When ready, descend flight level 250.
Yeah, but you're running down about 3 minutes at Livery.
With Melbourne, Warren 6 Alpha, departure, RNF runway 34. When ready, descend flight level 250.
And it looks like it's pretty much making its maximum speed now, 157 knots. Indicated a true airspeed of 197.
Velocity 1670, contact Sydney approach 124, decimal 4. Velocity 1670, contact approach 124, decimal 4.
looks like we're not going to be able to run any.
I'm pretty sure you've got us before.
Corner 752, g'day, climb flight level 400.
I want to see where that airway is.
Melbourne 7, good evening, Jetstar 8997 with you climbing through flight level 235 to hold at 260.
Jetstar 8997, Melbourne, g'day.
Roughly at Chile. So just north of Chile's is where the aircraft are descending. If you're a little bit higher, somewhere about flight level 250, sorry, between about it's only 240. So about between 20,000 feet and 24,000 feet. You tend to cross over where the jets are. This makes for a bit of a surprise for the controller.
Tango Delta Sierra, Melbourne, Center, g'day. You cleared to Albury by flight under climb 6,000.
Imagine flying from Perth all the way over to Ayers Rock in this.
Cleared to Albury by Alcantara, Alcantara round. Climbing gain 6,000. I'm probably the traffic.
New Zealand 361, contact Melbourne approach 132.0, good enough.
One heck of a flight.
132.0.
Something that I'm actually looking at doing. Perhaps not in this particular
On
aircraft.
479, starting to Melbourne, Lizzie 7 Alpha arrival, runway 34, when ready,
tour of Australia when we get
V250.
That's Orbx version 2 of Australia, which is
Lizzie 7 Alpha arrival for runway 34.
so we get that
When ready, descending to flight level 250.
and the voice codec. I'm considering doing this as a
Cathay 2022,
intensely large
report current Mach
tour
speed.
of Australia.
Currently Mach
Probably one leg every
0.84,
week or
Cathay
so.
2022.
We're going to take an entire year.
Cathay 2022, reduced Mach decimal 80. And star clearance Lizzie 7 Alpha
Apparently I filed the
arrival,
wrong flight
runway
plan.
34, maintain flight 360.
Is it really? 42? Did I write a 42 instead?
We'll reduce to Mach
I did.
0.80, clear to Lizzie 7 Alpha arrival for runway 34, maintaining flight level 360, Cathay 2022.
Cathay 2022, thanks. Qantas 752, Melbourne Centre.
Oh well, I'd love to say a 42. Yeah.
Melbourne City, go ahead.
Qantas 752, got you off track, confirm your
Diamond 42 wouldn't have this
Contract.
kind of performance. It'd be sticking at about 120 knots, down at 9 or 10,000 feet.
Qantas 752, roger, present position, track direct Tampa.
We have a request for the flight plan.
Track direct to
Telling the flight.
Jetstar 8997, turn right to 60, climb flight level 40.
Right, 260 up to 400, Jetstar 8997. Melbourne Center, red 1123 with you.
Red 1123, Melbourne Centre, g'day, climb flight level 360.
360 for 1123, thank you.
On that chat, getting this ready.
Singapore 204, we left V80, descending 250 this time.
Singapore 204, thanks. Break, Singapore 248, Sierra, resume profile speed.
630 characters.
Resuming
Brilliant.
profile speed, Singapore 240, and we are leaving flight level 40 to flight level
Now I'm
30.
asking, where do I come from? Well, we did
Singapore
come from
248,
Moruya,
yeah.
which is on the south coast of New South Wales in Australia. Correct, Bankstown. Physically, I'm sitting in a house in Melbourne.
Golf
Not
Romeo
far from
516,
Essendon
Melbourne, g'day, climb flight level 360.
But yeah, the Aussie tour legs, I will eventually, I'll have to break it up. I'll have to break it up.
Qantas 463, contact Melbourne approach 132.0, good night.
No, approach 132.0 for Qantas 463, good night.
Takeoff 269, descend via the star 9000, Melbourne QNH 1020.
Descend by the star 9000, QNH 1020.
We get to Rumbleton. What happens after Rumbleton?
Cathay 2022, when ready, descend fly level 250.
When ready, descend flight level 250, Cathay 2022.
Just wondering, costing 22,000 for 24,000.
FedEx 14, today, climb flight level 300.
Just flight level 300, FedEx 14.
Tango Delta Sierra report, current level.
Tango Delta Sierra, maintain 6,000.
Tango Delta Sierra, thanks for identified, no reported alpha traffic.
Tango Delta Sierra.
Alpha Tango today, contact 48, passing flight level 120 for flight level 170.
Say 48, today, climb flight level 170.
Up to 170, contact 48.
Melbourne Centre, Qantas 969, request start clearance into Sydney.
Qantas 969, star clearance River 3, arrival runway 34 left, when ready, descend flight level 250.
There you go. Fly plan. 1 leg a week. What do you reckon? Bankstown, Wollongong, Maitland, Taree, Scone,
Delta
Tamworth,
8997,
Armidale,
heading
Coffs
220.
Harbour, South Grafton, Casino,
8997.
Ballina, Gold Coast, Brisbane West Wellcamp, sorry about that. Redcliffe, Sunshine Coast, Harvey Bay,
Lofty
Bundaberg,
A82, Melbourne Centre, climb flight level
Longreach,
320.
Quilpie, Birdsville, Cloncurry, Richmond, that's not Richmond the airbase, but Richmond the other place, up in Queensland, Mackay, Hamilton Island, Townsville, Cairns, Mareeba,
Melbourne Centre, good evening, Qantas
Lockhart River,
441, maintaining flight level 280.
Horn Island, Coconut Island, Murray Island,
Qantas 441, Melbourne Centre, g'day, climb
Marburg, I think it was, Island.
340.
Can't remember which one that one is, Weeper,
Climb flight level 340,
Normanton.
Qantas 441.
That's Century Mine, that there is
Melbourne
Mount Isa,
Centre,
Tennant Creek, Bromelton,
Delta leaving flight level
Groot
390,
Island,
flight level 390.
Nungukuru, Catherine,
Singapore 248 Delta.
MGB, that's up on the top, near,
Singapore 204, descend by the star 9000, QNH
on the coast
1020.
of Arnhem Land. There's 3 very good airports up there, including the Joburg Peninsula, into Darwin, Kalamandoo, which is on the north coast of Western Australia, and Kimberley.
Compass 123.
Fitzroy
Are
Falls,
you able to
Falls
accept
Creek,
the star, or do you require vectors for
Balgo
Sydney?
Hill, YGIA, which is
No,
on
I
the
can
mine
accept the
side.
star, sir.
I
Go
can't
ahead.
remember the name of it. I'll just look at that. It's probably YGIA airports.
Compass 123,
Jim
present
Banter.
position,
That's
track
the one.
direct to Rivet, and your star clearance is
Bulgina.
a Rivet 3 arrival, runway
Barrow Island,
34 left,
Shark Bay.
when ready, descend flight level 250.
GRG is the RWF base that they do.
Roger, we have
Base
a
heading out.
flight director if we have a River 3 arrival, runway 34 left, and we are descending
Gin,
at
or Gin,
250. Compass
Sorry,
123.
Perth people, I don't know how to pronounce that.
Compass 123.
Rottnest
On a
Island,
752,
Jandakot.
can you accept
Bundaberg.
flight level 4304 cruise?
Is
Flight
it
level
Bundaberg? No, it's
420 is unavailable.
Bunbury. Bustleton,
Yeah, we can accept flight level 400 cruise, Qantas 2.
Albany, Cunderdin,
On a 752, can you
Murrin
accept
Murrin.
flight level 430?
Ezrock, Alice Springs, Udnandata, Cooper Pedy, Jacinth Mine,
On a 752,
Sajina.
thanks, climb amended, flight level 430.
Port Lincoln, Adelaide, Broken Hill, Hay, New South Wales, Hamilton in Victoria, Point Cook in Melbourne, Rabin in Melbourne, Phillip Island, YLEG, which is Lean Gather. I'm not sure about that one, but I think they're sending me for it.
Velocity 882, climb flight level 360.
Tyab, Essendon, King Island, Smithton in Tasmania, Strawn in Tasmania. This is, I can't remember the name of the place, something Lagoon.
Singapore 248 0, December the
There's
Star
actually an airport right down the bottom
Melbourne
of Tasmania. That's what
1020.
we'll do. Back up to Queenstown, Wynyard, Devonport, Launceston, Georgetown. That there would be
On the flight
Bridport,
48, star clearance, Polly 6 Alpha
Flinders Island,
arrival,
Yarra,
runway 35, maintain flight level
Great
170.
Lakes, Mount Hotham, YMRY Moruya, which we just left, Canberra, Young, Parks, Narromine,
On the flight 48, star clearance, Polly 6 Alpha arrival, runway
Bathurst,
35,
Scone,
maintain
back
flight
to
level
Bankstown.
170.
And that is my intended tour of Australia. It'll take a year.
Seagulls 269, contact Melbourne approach 132.
Some of that will be in this aeroplane, some of that will be in
1320 Seagulls
Cherokee, some will be in the Cessna
269. Good evening.
172. Possibly even other airplanes if they get developed. Or if I
Jets
purchase
8997.
Thinking about that
Track direct
Bonanza,
Rummy
the
flight
big track
planner.
Bonanza. That looks like a good aeroplane to fly.
Track direct Rummy flight plan route, Jets 8997.
Let's have a look at our arrival into Bankstown.
Good evening, Phoenix 215 Delta at Albury, taxis runway 07 for Sydney, request traffic and code.
BA, isn't it? B-A-N.
Healing 214 Delta, Squawk 3153. Traffic is a Cirrus, currently 30 miles to your north of Albury at 6,000. Your area QNH 1023.
Squawk 3153 and copy the traffic to the north, Phoenix 214.
You reckon NDBA?
Seagulls 269 December, the Star 5000, runway 34, expect tarmac approach.
December the Star 5000 and expecting an FTX 269.
I think I'll just fly it straight in, then do a visual approach. It'll be runway 29. Chart. And we'll do the sensor runway.
Compass 123, descend 1, descend flight level 160.
Really reckon we should park.
Sydney
Aviators.
Compass 123.
There's Bazaar, which is on the grass, which I don't really want to take this aeroplane on the grass. And there's New South Wales, which fly DA62s. And they don't really accept private airplanes. There's this whole area down there, Echo, which they have Beechcraft Duchesses for hire down there. They have the private hangars up here in the Bimble 1 as well. We have the actual terminal itself, which is, I think it's that section just next to Lima. That's visitor park.
Coming Melbourne Senegal, just 528. At Melbourne Clone through 2,800 for 5,000.
November 1.
Approach just went offline.
So after we land on
Jetstar 528 today, climb flight level 240.
we'll probably vacate
Climb flight level
Charlie,
240 for Jetstar 528.
which is the old runway 18. And then we'll taxi along Alpha, pop up Lima, and all the way up to November 1.
Requesting for the descent, Qantas 479.
Qantas 479, descend by the Star 9000, QNH 1020.
Yeah, that's the direction it used to go. Mike is
Descend
coming the way.
9000, QNH 1020, Qantas 479.
Hi there, Rossi QA. Hope you're doing well. And Reese Perm, flying as Qantas 752. Hope you're enjoying your respective flights. We're enjoying our little tiny mosquito plane with 2 engines and quite a lot of performance. kind of a good looking aeroplane. I'm not sure about the tail, but it's a bit odd looking. I think I could get used to it.
Melbourne, Zeno Corner 569, reporting leaving flight level 350.
There's Lake Bunnaburrungering down there, which feeds into
Cross 969. Break Cathay 2022, stand by the star 9000, Melbourne QNH 1020.
9000 on 1020, Cathay 2022.
Singapore 248 Delta, conversion profile speed.
Why don't I have night set? Well, it's because I want to do things like this and see the ground instead of just blackness and nothingness. I guess I am flying high far, but you know.
Compass 123 and Victor Tango X-ray in turn contact. Sydney approach 124.4.
We are flying over some rather spectacular scenery.
Oh, yeah, contacting approach 124.4. Compass 123.
Last time we went through Raxo, which is straight up there.
752, track direct Naba.
Heading up to Acmere, which is where the old Binduk VOI used to be.
Track direct to Naba, 752.
The township of Binduk is still there.
Stations Melbourne, terminal information Oscar now current, the changes wind 360 degrees 14 knots, cloud view 2500, QNH 1020, that's Melbourne information Oscar.
Yeah, I'm just flying daytime because I like the daytime. I like seeing all of this beautiful scenery.
Victor Tango X-ray contact, Sydney approach 124.4.
Over Sydney approach 124.4, Victor Tango X-ray.
Qantas 69, descend by the star 10.
126.25, just
Roger, descend to 6000, QNH 1024, compass 123.
010 degrees 6 knots. Have okay.
106.
Temperature 20. QNH 1024. On first contact with Sydney, ground for approach, notify receipt of Delta.
0, velocity 876.
Sydney approach, Victor Tango X-ray at flight level 150 for Bankstown. We have Sydney's information Delta and the Bankstown and Meta.
Victor Tango X-ray, Sydney approach, today, sir, you can take it down to 9000, QNH 1024.
Down 9000, QNH 1024, Victor Tango X-ray. Is set.
QA 1713 base leg, turn right, heading 245 degrees.
Start a very slow
Airfield
descent.
should be at your 3 o'clock, reported in sight.
Of about 500 a minute.
Roger 245 for base, and we've got the field in sight, fueling 1730.
That way we don't hear our eardrums as much.
You're clear visual approach, runway 34 right.
QNH 1024.
Clear visual 34 right, fueling 1730.
Is set. We've got a checklist to have a look at. Descent and approach checklist. Landing data is received. Altimeter is set 1024. Com is set for the approach. We don't have the CTAF up yet. Let's do that. 132, isn't it? C-tab 132.8. Cool.
QH 1713, contact tower now 120.5.
Seatbelts are fastened.
And
Have been the whole flight. Full
thank you
selectors.
very much. QH 1713.
Of course on and not in the cross-feed configuration. Parking brake is released. Rudder trim. I'll release a little bit of that. Seven seconds till it turns. Turns out that was cool. Okay, rudder trim is set. Gear warning test. And that is complete.
Sydney approach Cathay 28 Heavy, passing 2,000, climbing 5,000.
Cathay 28 Heavy, you're identified. Climb flight level 20.
Climb flight level 280, Cathay 28 Heavy.
Can you imagine what that would look like at night time?
Sydney approach Qantas 489 at 5,000.
It would look like a black nothingness.
Qantas 489, you're identified. Climb flight level 280.
Climb flight level 280, Qantas 489.
Qantas 489, just verify your sparking mode, Charlie. You seem to have slipped out of it.
Mode Charlie, Qantas 489.
In through the clouds.
That's better.
Yep.
Your Django X-ray, you can descend to 8,000.
That's Richard Quigley on ATC. He's been around, kicking around Vatsim since almost as long as I have. Not quite, but almost.
Sydney approach Qantas 986, passing 2,400.
Qantas 986, Sydney approach today, sir. You're identified. Climb flight level 280.
Climb to maintain level 280, Qantas 986.
I think we'll go ahead and drop out of IFR as soon as we can do that.
Just 523, contact Melbourne Center, 14.0.
110, thank you very much. And Qantas 467, contact Melbourne Center 124.0.
124.0, Qantas 467.
Sydney approach, good evening. Qantas 969 with you, passing through 13,000 to 10,000.
Qantas 969, you can descend via the start of 6,000, sir, on a QNH of 1024.
Continue descent via start to 6,000, QNH 102, Qantas 969.
Throttle is about there, so we need to be below 7,005. Let's increase our descent rate. Takeoff of cannulas in about 1,000 feet.
Victor Tango X-ray, Sydney approach.
Victor Tango X-ray, good.
Victor Tango X-ray, winds are calm at Bankstown, your choice for runway.
Victor Tango X-ray, thanks for that, and we will probably cancel IFR once we're below the step.
Victor Tango.
That there is Warragamba Dam from the wrong side. Went to Warragamba Dam, did you? I've been there once when I was a little kid in primary school. I was about age somewhere around 10 to 12. Need to be below 4,500. Pin River. Is that the pin? Yeah, I think it is.
Sydney approach, velocity 876 is flight level 280.
Velocity 876, standby.
Aeroplane. I can take the cannulas off now. Oxygen is off. Victor Tango X-ray requesting to descend below the CTA steps and cancel over.
Victor Tango X-ray, descent via the DME steps approved and IFR cancelled.
IFR cancelled and descend of the steps. Victor Tango X-ray.
Cathay 28 Heavy, contact different center on 12400.
Over to Melbourne Centre 124.0, Cathay 28 Heavy, good night.
Velocity 876, contact Melbourne Center 124.0. Melbourne Center on 14.0, velocity 876, thank you for your service.
Camden down there somewhere, probably behind the
Compass
measuring post.
123, contact tower 120.5.
Spotted the Georges River. I think I
Compass
spotted
123,
the
contact
airport as
tower
well.
150, done it.
Yes, there it is. So just hand flying at the moment. It's a very stable aeroplane.
Sydney approach, Qantas 969, is at 6,000, request over descent.
Especially in the still air. It's
Qantas
wonderful.
969, descend to 3000.
Barely even need a trim.
Descending 3,000, Qantas 969.
Once I can pick out the 2RN, I go in
Victor
there.
Tango X-ray, report the field in sight. It's about 15 miles from 12 o'clock.
Victor Tango X-ray is in sight visual.
Victor Tango X-ray, include the approach, runway 11, Bankstown. Center, left, or right, your call.
Go for that. We'll take it into runway 101 set, Victor Tango X-ray. Now it's trying to spot the M5 right away. Haven't quite seen it yet. There's our
Qantas 489, contact Melbourne Center 125.0.
One 125.0, Qantas 489.
$4,500 is where we are. Over 2,500 at the 2RN. Just giving myself a bit of a dog leg here. Flight director is off. That's definitely 2RN. Approach with Tango X-ray, looking to switch over the CTAF for the landing.
For Tango X-ray, say again.
With Tango X-ray, switch over the CTAF, thanks.
Victor Tango X-ray.
And we might as well give you a second time. Second time will be 20.
Victor Tango X-ray. I know traffic. Bankstown. Frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved. Victor Tango X-ray.
City approach, corner smart 69, request inbound turn for runway 34 left.
69, turn.
Traffic Bankstown. Diamonds, Victor Tango X-ray is over 2RN, descending to 1,500 inbound for runway 11 center. Let's grab that landing gear down, get some drag happening. Down 3 crane. Approach flaps. Pretty much over chipping Norton right now. Traffic Bankstown, the Victor Tango X-ray is base runway 11 center. There's 100 knots. That's Warwick Farm, race course, right ahead. Take the full flaps, landing checklist. Brakes are released, undercarriage is down. Mixture is full rich. Flaps are set to full. Seats and harnesses are secure. There's our approach speed 190. Start to see through that side. Traffic Bankstown, Victor Tango X-ray, final runway 11 center. Glad it's night time. Heck, Stormy. Traffic, Bankstown, Victor Tango X-ray is crossing runway 11 left. Or left. Time 18. Get back to 124.4.
Level 160, level 100. FedEx 14 Sydney approach Ganesha, you can descend via the start of 6000 on the QNH of 102.
Down to 6,000 meters south, FedEx 14.
See the approach, Victor Tango X-ray reporting on the ground at Bankstown.
Victor Tango X-ray, thank you sir. Flight plan is cancelled. Or Star Watch cancelled, I should say.
Thanks, man. Victor Tango X-ray. That's a visit parking over there, isn't it? Let's go. That's where you knew New South Wales live, in that little hangar there. Someone likes me flying big airplanes. Yeah, big airplanes are fun. So little ones. likes to stick on the ground. Stop. Get my wing over the yellow line. There we go. Park and brake. Taxi lights are off. Turn that transponder off. Or it is. Good stuff. Now to shut down the engines, you just need to make sure that these are open. Pull this down. Then I'll cut that engine. Drop that down. There goes the other engine. This thing's warning us that the engines have just been shut down. That's fine. Fuel pumps are off. And let's grab a checklist before we throw everything away. Pumps are up, pilot heat is off. Alternate air is closed, ER systems are off. Taxi lights are off. Parking brake is set, power levers are idle, ELT is not active. Engine page is good. Okay, and the electronic master goes off. This thing will power down unless you ask it not to. And I'll just go ahead and open the door. Yeah. Stuck walking in the circle because I've got some rudder. Let's try that again. It's better. So yeah, we're in Bankstown in Sydney. The first foray into the Diamond DA62 by Vertx. You can see the links to the simulation below and the links to the scenery that I've been using as well. Now it's walking around the aeroplane. Run up to the front, grab some bags from the baggage area. Anyhow, I hope you have enjoyed the Diamond DA62, which I keep on referring to as a 42. Habit. We'll get used to it. It's a very nice airplane. I do enjoy it quite a bit. It'd be nice to get some more repaints of it. There is, I think, only one aeroplane in Australia that's a DA62. And if you Google it, DA62 in Australia, you'll come up with the what it looks like. It's Delta November Uniform is the actual aircraft that they have in Australia. This one right there. So anyway, that's us flying to Bankstown from down in country New South Wales on the coast. How many payware add-ons do I have? Well, we won't include the ones that don't exist in this sim. This is prepared version 4.5, And let's see, I've got the PMDG 737, 747, 777. I've also got the TFTI 717. Got the Dash 8 Q400. And we also have the Mad Dog MD80 from Leonardo. Obviously got this aeroplane that we're just flying today, the DA62 by Vertx. Also have air-to-air simulations, Cessna 172 and the Piper Cherokee PA28. There's also the Real Air, that's the Lancer Legacy LEG2, and the Beechcraft BE60 Duke. Let's see if I've missed anything else obvious. I've also won recently the Coronado Saab SF340. Didn't buy that one, I just won it by flying on Vatsim in an event. Haven't actually flown it yet. I really need to do that, but I'm having some time issues. I haven't got time to learn it yet, and it's a bit of a different aeroplane than all the other ones I've got. I think that's everything. Bring back the Duke from Aussie Aircraft 98. We might one day. We might one day. Turbo's not too bad, but aeroplane that floats up to about 25,000 feet or so. It's pressurized, so you don't need to wear a cannula when you're flying it above 10,000 feet. Not a bad aeroplane. Cruises at about, shows 200 knots on the indicated airspeed, and at 25,000 feet, that's 300 knots of ground speed. So it's a very fast aeroplane. Yeah, very nice aeroplane. So is the Legacy. Aeroplanes that we used to own but don't work in this sim are clearly the PMDG MD11. Sad day to see that go, but it's gone. I have one video left to release and it'll come out on Wednesday. So on Wednesday this week, in 2 days time from now, MD11, that I think is the last video that I have recorded of the MD11. I'm still considering making a new one, but there's a lot of stuff I need to do. I essentially need to move one computer out to my back room, and then I just have to edit it. It's not going to be a Vatsim video. It's not going to be a live video. It's going to be about 5 minutes. It's going to be a music video. But yeah, it's a thing I want to do. Next live stream is probably going to be Hawaii on Saturday morning our time, which is Friday night ops. Yeah, the United States is having Friday night operations in Hawaii. So that'll be probably the 717 coming out of Honolulu down to Kalui or something like that. Ryan GR is asking what sim I'm using. I'm using prepared version 4.5 with the hotfix. So that's prepare 3D version 4.5. Anyhow, any more questions? I'll wait for a couple of minutes while we possibly walk around to somewhere else on the field. Anyone want to visit where Arjun used to work? Normally wouldn't visit it by walking through the middle of the airfield, but we can, and we can run. So here we go. Yeah, I can't get a job because I can't get my medical one. See ya, Stormy. And while we're running over to New South Wales Uni, this is where Arjun used to work. Doesn't anymore. He works over in the other airport, flying Dash 8s. Good car park area right there. There's the old classrooms for University of New South Wales and the big hangar building that they house their Diamond DA40s and DA42s in. and a Duchess as well, and a Cessna 182. Considering the exploration of Bankstown Airport, clearly that's the tower over there. Tower's a not 24-hour tower. Team Mangrove coming back. Yeah, I suspect they are. I think he's putting together a team for this year's World Flight in November. I actually haven't. New South Wales is not a rip-off. You can get it for free under Hex. It's a proper university, man. Clearly, if you want to go into a straight-up pilot career, it's more expensive than other options, but at the end of the day, you've got a degree at the end of it with a business management. So it's not entirely... That said, you have to pass university, and yeah, it's a full university course. What's it, 2 years, 3 years? It's not the fastest way into the airlines, but whatever. I'm running over to where Bazair used to be, when I used to fly with Bazair, back in 2003 and 2004. I think they had a change of building sometime. Anyway, I used to walk out to the Cessnas, which used to be parked right there. Big lineup of Cessna 152s and 172s. Mike Hotel Golf, Charlie Lima Sierra. The other one that I forgot the name of. And to get out, you'd go through a gate, which is roughly in the corner over here. Yes, you can get through. Cool. So I don't know why, but there's no gate there, but there's really a gate there in the real world. Ah, there we go. I knew it would bounce into a wall at some point. These trees are stopping him from walking through. Yep, he's stopped. Anyway, that's Bazair there. That building is the entrance. This is kind of a dirt area you park in. That's the classrooms with one on the top, two on the top. Was it four on the top? Yeah, four on the top, three at the bottom, with a kind of toilet and a kitchen area in the bottom. Never been in there, but we always used to pop out behind this building and walk around through the gate that I just walked past and take a Cessna 172. Anyhow, I'll run on back to the aeroplane that we just dumped. Aussie Aircraft 98. I didn't get my full PPL. I kind of stopped at what was then the GFBT. So I could take passengers into the training area, but I didn't actually do the navs. Ran out of money, moved to Melbourne. Found out that I had some conditions medically that would prevent me from getting medical 1, and then changed career. So that's what happened there. See ya, Rossi QA. Have a nice one. Good old Bankstown Airport. Corporate area here. Pretty good scenery from Fluke, Robert Fluke. So you can see the links to get this scenery in Prepared 3D or FSX. Works in both. It's a funky link down there. So anyway, clearly very nicely detailed scenery. It's completely freeware. Don't have to buy anything to get this at all. Yeah, what I did instead of spending money on learning to fly is I purchased the house that I'm sitting in. So that happened. Bought a house. Property owner. Anyhow, back at the aeroplane. Going to close all of these doors. Then we'll call it a night, day, afternoon, whatever it is. And there we are. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that ride. I've been Musical Aviator, and I'll see you guys next time we do decide to fly. Probably see you in Hawaii on Friday night ops, Sunday morning. Ciao for now.